wonderful scholars. I'm Ms. Peeker, and I'm here to talk to you about our student acceptable use policy and internet safety. These things are very important, so we really want to make sure that you understand what they mean and what they entail. So first of all, any devices that are loaned to you by the school, make sure that you take care of them, because if they become damaged or lost or stolen or any of that stuff, depending on the situation, it could incur some fines and fees, and we don't want any of that for you. Also, be sure to use that carrying case that the school provided, because that will just minimize the risk of any damage happening to the computer when you're transporting from place to place. All devices also have a password and are protected by those passwords, so make sure that you keep your account information private and do not share it with your friends, because they might sign on with your account and be doing some things that are not approved by the school, and then it looks like you did it and you may be the one that loses your privilege because it was on your account. Speaking of those rules and those websites that we allow, I know that it's a bummer, but it's our school's job to make sure that you're protected and safe while using the internet and while you're on campus, especially under the Child Internet Protection Law, and we take that very seriously. So we need to make sure that you're being taken care of and you are furthering your education on the internet and staying away from those inappropriate sites. We also filter websites in order to keep malware off of the computers, because that's one way that they could be damaged or could damage the systems that we use for our classes in school. Please remember that while using the internet, you can also make good choices in order to keep yourself and others safe. When you're online, it's just like real life. Online life, real life, same thing. And if we're interacting on the internet, we're interacting with real people, and anything that we say or do or post may have real consequences. So it's important that you remember this and make sure that you think about what you post, how it might affect someone else, and how it might even affect your future self. You also want to protect yourself by protecting any identifying information from the internet. You don't want to share your real name, your age, your gender potentially, or definitely your location. It's unfortunate, but there are some people on the internet who use the internet in order to trick children, and we don't want that for you. We need to keep you safe and make sure that you keep that information private. Also, using social media, that can be especially true. So if you are 13 years or younger, please be sure to ask your parents for permission before logging on or registering with any sites like Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or any of that fun stuff. I know it's all fun. It is so much fun to make friends on the internet, but like I said, some people don't always have the best intentions for us, so we just need to be careful and aware of who we're talking to. We may meet a lot of internet friends that we've never met in real life, so there's no way to know if what they're telling us is actually the honest thing. When using the internet, you may encounter people who say mean things and possibly harass you. This is called cyberbullying, and it is completely unacceptable on our campus. If one of our students is engaged with name calling, harassing, or harming another person in any way, and it's on our system and we find it that it's reported by another student, or maybe it's reported from someone that you met on the internet, that will also result in the loss of those privileges. It could also result in expulsion or suspension depending on the situation. So please just be mindful while you're on the internet of what you're saying, who you're talking to, and how those things affect others. We want to be kind, and it's our responsibility to make the world and the internet a better place. And we can only do that by making those good choices and creating those safe spaces. Thank you for working with me and listening to our internet safety suggestions as well as our acceptable use policy. Please be sure to ask any questions if you need to. I'll talk to you soon. Take care, friends.